Male reader as Rimuru in Highschool DXD by AndrsFernando1. When we last left off the alternate version of Ranga, the Gwar wolf was confronted by a strange pink-hair rabbit ear woman named Malona who was given orders by Isis to eliminate the Gwar wolf for failing his mission. Needless to say, the Gwar wolf was outraged, not wanting to believe what he's being told as he's being betrayed. Gwar wolf. What do you mean Isis ordered you to kill me? This must be some kind of joke. Malona. It's just like I said, those were her orders. It's pretty ashamed I had to kill you, but don't worry, I'll make your death nice and slow. Gwar wolf. Bullshit, I'm not going down without a fight. You may be one of Isis' strongest subordinates, but you are nothing but a slime monster who takes an appearance of a rabbit beast woman. The air tense as Malona cheerful mood changed completely as one of her eyes turned red, staring directly at the Gwar wolf. Malona. You should choose your words carefully. Calling me a slime, it's okay, but a monster? It's something I dislike being called. Since you're going to die anyways, I might as well telling you my little secret. I am planning to betray Isis and taking your little experiment that has my genes and Rimuru's. Gwar wolf. So you're planning to betray her just like you did to your former master. You used to be one of the servants of the swamp witch until you betrayed her and joined forces with Isis, and now you're going to do the same with her. Malona. That's right. Since you now know my secret, I'm going to kill you quickly as possible to make sure you won't be telling anyone what I just told you. I still haven't forgotten what you just called me, a monster. Now time to die for being a bad boy, little doggy. Gwar wolf. Over my dead body. String quake cannon. The attack hit directly at Malona as her body exploded. In what was left of her were a pile of pink slimes. Thinking he may have gotten her, but to his disbelief, all the slime pieces starting merging back together reformed Malona body in place. After her body was put back together, she started to clapping her hands. Malona. Wow, that was a pretty strong attack you got there, but to be honest, it wasn't really that strong to kill me. Gwar wolf. But how? I put a lot of my strength on that attack. Malona. Really, now that was your full strength? How disappointment. If that was your full strength, that just means you're weak. She said that last part in a mocking tone, at which that angered the Gwar wolf, and in a blinding rage he rushed to jump at her. But as he was in the air, he was stuck in a string of pink slime. Gwar wolf. And no, this is Malona. Now you will die the same fate like your pathetic father. Like father, like son, now die. She created a pink sword and used it to decapitate the Gwar wolf's head clean off from his body, killing him in the process. Looking at the dead body of the Gwar wolf, Malona thinks to herself what to do with it till she had idea as she took the body and head with her as she began walking out of the forest. Once she was out of the forest, she was now in a grassy hill field. Using her highly developed sense of smell, she began to sniff the area to find someone till she find who was she looking for, that has the same scent as her. At the distance she sees what appears to be a slime. A pink slime with two antennas on its head. Malona. Shinsha, mommy's back from work and I got something for ya. Pink slime. The little pink slime transformed into a human, similar to Rimuru's human form, possessing a similar height and face. Unlike Rimuru, her hair is only cut to her shoulders. Instead of the hair being silver blue, it is pink like Malona's hair color, and her eyes are bright red. The little slime girl rushed towards Malona, getting her a hugging embrace as Malona also returned the hug to the slime child, who was also her daughter. Shinsha. I'm so happy you're back, mama. I was really getting bored. Malona. Sorry to make you wait. Did something happen while I was gone? Shinsha. Not much. Only there was some group of people with black wings that were just bothering me, so I killed them and I absorbed them, and that's pretty much what has happened while you were gone. Malona. Really, now you took down a group of people? And how many were there? Shinsha. There were about 20 of them and they were pretty much weak. There was even one with 8 wings, but he was just weak as the rest of them, and he even called me a monster, and I got me so mad. Hearing this, Malona gave Shinsha a serious look. Malona. Did you show him any mercy when that bastard called you that? Shinsha. No, I didn't show him any mercy. I made him suffer by ripping apart parts of his body, and I put a barrier making sure no one would hear his screams as he begged for mercy and forgiveness. A grin was shown in Malona's face as she patted Shinsha's head. Malona. That's my girl, I have taught you very well. Never show mercy to your enemies, especially the ones that will call you a monster. And for that I got you a present. She show her the dead body of the Gwar wolf. Shinsha. Oh, is this for me? Malona. That's right, now eat up if you want to become strong like your father. Shinsha. Yay, thank you mama, Beelzebub. She absorbed the body and eye head of the Gwar wolf. When she was done she was satisfied of having her meal. Malona. Well, since you're satisfied, let us go home before someone might see us. Malona pulled out a little mirror and in a flash both her and Shinsha were already gone from this world. As they arrived in the mirror world they were then met with a shock surprise. There was a lot of destruction, of bunch of shattering mirrors and dead bodies of demons everywhere laying on the ground. Malona. What the hell even happened here while I was gone? Shinsha. Mama, what happened to them? Who could have done this? I'm scared. Malona. I don't know, but stay behind me, sweetie. Maybe Isis knows who did this. They search for any survivors or Isis till they see Nerax, who looks badly injured and missing his left arm. They rush towards him, try to get some answers from him. Malona. What the hell happened here, Nerax, and where's Isis? When they look at his eyes he had a look of fear, and when he saw Shinsha he immediately back away. Nerax. Kept the child of that monster away from me. Immediately Malona grabbed Nerax by the throat and giving him a sinister glare. Malona. You have 10 seconds to explain yourself before I'll be snapping your neck and will become food for my daughter. Now tell me, where is Isis? Nerax. She. Shish. She. Malona. She's what? Spit it out already. What happened to her? Nerax. She's dead. Malona immediately let go of him as she was surprised hearing this news that someone actually killed Isis. Malona. Damn it, and I was planning on killing her myself. Malona. Do you remember who was the one who killed her and what did they look like? He gave a nod and he pointed at Shinsha as she was confused why he was pointing at her, and this made Malona raise eyebrow. Nerax. The one responsible looked just like her but taller and with longer hair. This caused Malona and Shinsha widen their eyes at realization. Malona. You mean it was Rimuru? He was here and he was the one who killed Isis. Nerax. Yes, I saw it with my own eyes, it happened so fast. He began explaining everything that had been. Flashback. Isis had watched the battle end with Rimuru fighting both Cao Cao and Milim and seeing his full strength of power. Witnessing the strength he has by revealing he has a balance breaker armor and even summoning a outer god. Isis. This was interesting, very interesting indeed. I have underestimated him. He really has gotten stronger since the last time I saw him. This will not be like last time how I manipulate Hinata Sakaguchi, granting her power to kill Rimuru, which that plan was a success but it also failed when the storm dragon wasn't summoned. And I still don't understand till this day why Veldora wasn't even summoned when Rimuru was killed off. She had many thoughts in her mind, then she looked at the crystal ball seeing Issei. Isis. Issei Hyodo, the Red Dragon Emperor. I'll probably use him for my next plan when he is in the verge of despair. He will be in great use even if I have to deal with his pervertedness. Well, you do not have to worry about that cause you won't be manipulated anyone else. Which of the mirrors? This startled Isis as she was completely off guard. She turned to see who the voice belonged to and to her surprise it was Rimuru. But what confused her is that looking at the crystal ball Rimuru is in Kyoto but he's also here, standing in front of her, and that brings a lot of questions. Rimuru. This is our first ever encounter and you may be wondering how am I here while I'm supposed to be there. To answer that, I am just a parallel existence sent by my other self to deal with you. Isis. A parallel existence. So he has that sub-skill, something that could be obtained by having a powerful ultimate skill. If he has that, then I should try to be careful and reason with him. Isis. Well, this is a sudden surprise, didn't expect you to find me this early. Rimuru. Well, I wanted to drop by and find the person responsible for manipulate Milim. At last, we come face to face. It's you, isn't it? The one responsible for Milim's sudden change from earlier. Isis. Indeed I am. As you already know, I am the Witch of the Mirrors. Isis. Nice to finally meet you. Rimuru. Let's cut to the chit-chat already and get to the straight point. What is it that you are after for? I waited for her answer and then I noticed she had a devious smile, then she said. Isis. I want you. Rimuru Tempest. Rimuru. Well, sorry to disappoint you lady, but I'm already been taken. Isis. Well, that's just a shame. Thought we could get along with each other, but I guess things won't work out between us. Just then a fireball was heading towards me, but I managed to slap it away. I turn around looking to see the one who threw that fireball. Narax. Well, looks who's come all alone to meet their demise. We meet again, slime. Rimuru. Do I know you? Narax had a dumbfounded look and anger. Narax. Oh yes you do, and this time I have the element of surprise. Multiple demons appear out of nowhere, there was about hundreds or thousands of them. Narax. I have brought my entire army and it's about thousands of them. Haha, you won't stand a chance against all of them, you're all alone now. Now my army killed him. All of the demons began their assault with the intent to kill Rimuru. Rimuru waited for all the demons come to him. As they were all getting closer to him, a black orb appeared from the palm of his hand, then he threw it to the demons as it began to grow and became a black hole sucking all the demons inside of it. When the black hole was gone, fear was all in the room as Isis and Narax just witnessed what Rimuru has done. Rimuru then turned his attention to Isis as he stopped time making else interrupts his business with he and Isis. Rimuru. Now no one will disturb us and it's time for me to get rid of you once and for all, to making sure you won't not cause any more trouble for anyone just like you did to Milim and Hinata. Isis. How did you know about that? About Hinata? Rimuru. I know everything. After searching in Milim memories I discover what you have done. You have manipulated Hinata, resulting of her killing me from my previous life, and after Milim heard the news of my death and discovered the one responsible, she went on a rampage, killing Clayman, and she went to the Holy Empire Ruberios to find Hinata. The moment she went there she killed everyone in sight who tried to stop her to get her main target. When she encountered her, Hinata tried her best to fight her off but it was useless. Milim killed her by punching a hole through her chest. But not only did Milim kill Hinata but also Luminous as well, who died trying to protect Hinata, but in the end she stood no chance against Milim's rage. I began walking up to Isis as she slowly backed away from every step I take until she had no room for her to go. I pinned her to the wall as our faces were inches away from each other and she was breathing heavily as her heart was skipping a beat. Rimuru. After Milim little episode ended she was on the edge of despair, and that is where you showed up. You offer her a deal to work for you so she can see me again, but in exchange she has to give up her freedom. And so she sacrificed her freedom and she is one of your servants, but not anymore. Do you have any last words before you will finally be meeting your end? Isis. I don't know what to say. I really have underestimated you. You have changed and you're not the same as you were before. It is like you are a different person. You really are quite fascinating. Rimuru Tempest. Rimuru. So those are your final words? If that is all, I guess this is goodbye, Hakai. Isis was then erased from existence as there was nothing of her left behind. As time began moving forward, the demon Narax noticed Isis was no longer here. Narax. Where is Isis? Why did you do her? That response he got as Rimuru gave him a sinister smile that shook Narax to the core, and the aura Rimuru was releasing made him pale from this overwhelming strength. Rimuru. She's gone. She no longer exists in this world, in other words she's dead. End of flashback. Narax. After he said that, he started to kill the remainder of my army until there is none other of them left and left me as the only survivor. Malona. I can't believe all this really happened. If Isis is gone, that would mean Shinsha no longer has to be a weapon against Rimuru. She can finally have a normal life and even meeting her father, and I can even be one of his wives. Malona made her decision what she's planning to do. She looked at Shinsha and giving her a generous smile. Malona. Shinsha sweetie, we're going to leave now. This place is no longer our home. Shinsha. We're going to leave this place? But where are we going to go? Malona. We're going back to that world again, and don't worry, I have a place for us to stay. Narax. Wait, you're leaving? What am I supposed to do since Isis is gone? Malona. Do whatever the hell you want, it's not our problem. So this will be the last you will see of us. Goodbye now. With that, Malona and Shinsha were really gone, leaving Narax all alone. Time skip brought to you by Ains. I'm looking for the most overpowered protagonist of the isekai apart from 1000. Kirito. How do you know you're not looking at him? Ains. You think I'm stupid? I know you're not the most overpowered protagonist, none of you are. He said, looking at Subaru from Re:Zero, Kazuma from Konosuba, and Diablo from How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Ains. I heard that he eats whole dragons and that he turns lawless into MILF by naming them Kazuma. Rimuru. Ains. Rimuru was his name? Finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary? Yasaka Palace. I was enjoying drinking some coffee and watching Milam playing with Vel and Arashi. The two seem to like her and Milam really adores them, and she even said she will protect her precious baby cousins from anyone who tried to hurt them. Yasaka was happy seeing her youngest daughter getting along with Milam, and she's also happy having Milam as a niece. While we were all enjoying ourselves, we had a surprise visit from Serafal, who seemed to be excited for some reason. Rimuru. Hey Serafal, what brings you here? Did something happen? I took a sip of my coffee waiting for her answer. Serafal. Well, I have some good news for you, Mr. Tempest. Do you remember that meeting you had with me and Searsex about that favor you ask? I'm trying to remember what she was talking into at me. Rimuru. Ah yes, I remember that meeting, and does that mean that it's finally finished? Serafal. Yes, and I just got a call from Searsex and I am happy to announce the construction of your new country has finally been complete. Hearing that bombshell of the news, I finally have a country for me to rule and a new home for my family where we can live in peace. Does this day get any better or what? Just what I thought about that. Tiamat came in the room and she was in a happy mood. She immediately went to hug me, snuggling with my face, and gave me a lot of kisses. Rimuru. Whoa, now what's getting into you, Tiamat? Tiamat. Rimuru, I have an amazing news to tell you. I was curious to know what she wanted to tell me, then I answered her. Rimuru. What is it he wanted to tell me, Tiamat? I'm pregnant. Rimuru. The Gremory family were hosting an event for Issei Show the Boob Dragon. I was asked if the mask heroes would like to participate on this performance, and I basically agree. Announcer. The Boob Dragon and mask heroes are in a pinch. Send your strength to them, all together now. The kids all started to cheer. Issei in his balance breaker jump into the stage along with the mask heroes. Issei. We can't just fall here. We've gotten stronger with everyone's power. Falfa. The strength of everyone. It's making us stronger. Let's use it to defeat the Darkness Knight Fang and the Queen of Darkness. Kuno. Then let's not waste any time. It's mask hero time. Falfa Shalsha Kumo Sakura Taiga. Right, Kumo, White Spider. Taiga. Yellow Tiger, Sakura. Pink Philolial, Shalsha, Green Dragon. Falfa. Blue Dragon, Kuno. Red Fox. The six of them. Mask heroes. They suddenly heard laughter, then turning to see Kiba in a costume, and Rias was tied up next to him wearing a princess outfit. Kiba. The result will be the same no matter how many times we fight. Issei. What, Kiba? You can't defeat me, for I am Darkness Knight Fang. And it seems that my queen has finally arrived. They suddenly heard footsteps and turned to see a new foe has appeared. Trihexa. Haha. It is I, the Queen of Darkness, La Plus Darkness. None of you won't be getting the princess. Those who dare challenge me shall be sent to the pits of darkness. Rias. Save me. My beloved, Boob Dragon and mask heroes. She just sighed and felt embarrassed. Kuno. La Plus Darkness, we will stop your raid of terror and save the princess from your clutches. Trihexa. Red Mask, you are such as heroic like your mentor. It's a shame you joined the side of good. You could have been a great general, but all well, time for you to perish along with your friends. Issei started to pretend fight with Kiba, and the mask heroes team all began ganging up at Trihexa playing as La Plus Darkness. While they are performing, the rest of the orc along with Tiamat, Kumoko and Ragna were in the staff room watching the show. Xenovia. This really pumps me up. Gasper. Such an impressive performance. Akino. Special effects, explosions and wire work action. Rossweiss. It does look like they thoroughly researched the hero shows in the human world. Ragna. They really give their all in this performance. Kumoko. Look at Kumo go. I should have brought a camera to record all this. Tiamat. Not to worry, I already brought a camera and I am already recording everything. Back at the stage. Kiba. It's over for all of you. Trihexa. You should all give up now. It's pointless to keep on fighting us. I can take every hit you all throw at me and it makes me stronger. I'm literally darkness herself. Issei. Shit. If only the princess was by my side at a time like this. Announcer. Boob Dragon, now is the time to shout for it. Issei. I see. I got it. Summon, boobs. Rimuru. It was a good thing I asked the producer of this show not allowing our kids to say that with Issei. Rias rises up from the stage platform. Issei. Whoa, princess. He kneels, so did the mask heroes. Issei. Princess. Excuse me. Here I go. Boys and girls, together now. Poke, quadruple A. Kids. Poke, quadruple A. The mask heroes. Underscore. Taiga. I really want to kill this pervert so badly, but thank God Sensei made sure we wouldn't do what that pervert's doing right now. Kuno stand up and look at her team members. Kuno. Guys, while he's charging up, let me your strength so I can take down Queen of Darkness once and for all. Kumo. Okay, Red Mask, we'll give you our strength. Sakura. We're counting on you, leader, go kick her butt. They all stand up and raising their hands, making it look like they're granting her power. Issei. All right, I'm overflowing with power. Kuno. So am I, and it's time for me to change into my other form. Demon Wolf Unification. Ranga appear behind Kuno, then the two fuse together to become Kanoga. The crowd were all in amazement seeing the transformation as they all cheer loudly. Kanoga. With the courage of a wolf and a foxiness of a fox, I am Kanoga, also known as Lunar Mask. It's over, La plus darkness, I come for you. Trihexa. It's not over when I say it's over. Darkness Night Fang, finish off the boob dragon at once. Kiba. Yes, my dark. The four of them charge at each other. Issei going after Kiba and Kanoga was going for Trihexa. Issei. Dragon kick. Kanoga. This attack belonged to my mentor and I will use it to defeat you. Rider kick. Their attacks hit their opponents as they were knocked back to the ground. Announcer. They did it. The boob dragon and mask heroes won by borrowing everyone's throwing. The kids all started cheering for them. Issei, Rias and the mask heroes were waving at the audience. Announcer. Hold on for second, who's that? There. Over there. Could it be? Everyone look up to see a small figure as it revealed to be Kaneko in a black costume, and there were three shadowy figures behind her. Announcer. It's little Hellcat and she's not alone. Kuniko. Ciao. Ariel. Hey y'all, it's your favorite demonical girl Ariel-chan. In the glorious flesh. Veldora. And don't forget your favorite otaku dragon Veldora Tempest is also here. And we're ready for action to commence. Zejin. Insect Kaiser Zejin has arrived. We are here to strike fear in the hearts of evil. The crowd went wild. The male teenagers went crazy for Kuniko and Ariel. The female teenagers were also the same, but with Veldora, and kids were all amazed seeing Zejin from how cool he looks. Time skip. After the show finally ended, everyone congratulated Issei, Kiba, Rias and the Team Mask heroes from their performance, and Trihexa was getting praise from how well done her role as the villainess. Issei had left to the changing room with Irina, and I know exactly what's gonna happen, just like in the anime. After they left, I went to speak with Rias to ask her if I could borrow Akino. Do you take me to my new country to meet a special person who want to be her? She asked why, and I did tell her it was a very close person who knows her and her father, and after thinking through she finally accepted and let me take her with me. So I teleported my family and Akino to my country, and when we arrived there Akino was amazed at the place. Look and how big it is. Akino. So this is your new country, it looks amazing. Rimuru. Oh, you haven't seen the inside yet, and the place even has a hot spring. Akino. Era, I would love to go there sometimes with Issei so I can have some alone time with him. Rimuru. Well, we're actually going to the hot springs to meet the person I explained to Rias. Akino. I am curious, who is the person you want me to meet? Rimuru. You will have to find out once we get there. We all began walking, and once we were at the gate there were two Death Knights that were guarding it. The Death Knights were created by Shelty using the dead corpses of the hero faction, and they were plenty of them guarding my country. The moment they see me and my family they let us through and opened the gates. As we enter there Akino seems more amazed how the place look in the inside. The place was exactly like the Jura Tempest Federation. Every shop, building, even that White House meeting place is also there. The citizens that lives in this version of the Jura Tempest Federation are different races that lost their previous homes, and refugees like the ogres that used to live on the same village, Shintaro and Eddie that survived the attack from Kokobile. The citizens all turned their attention at us and they all suddenly cheer for our arrival. Well, mostly it's because of me that I am here. Random citizen. Hey look, it's Lord Rimuru, he's finally returned. Random Citizen 2. Our Savior Rimuru-sama. Random Citizen 3. Look, Princess Falfa, Princess Shalsha and our Queen the Chaos Karma Dragon Tiamat are here as well. Random Citizen 4. Rimuru-sama. Random Citizen 5. Rimuru-sama. Random Citizen 6. Rimuru-sama. Please notice us. All random the citizen. Rimuru-sama. The citizens all surrounded us cheering loudly, but they were all stopped by someone stepping in. All right everyone, that is enough, let them have some space. The crowd all move away as Shion ordered them to step aside. She was wearing her purple business suit, leaves the suit unbuttoned, allowing a generous portion of her cleavage to jiggle out, and she has her large weapon Hercules, edge in hand. Shion. Welcome back Lord Rimuru and everyone, we have been waiting for your return. Rimuru. It's great to be back and it is good to see you Shion. Has there been any trouble while we were gone? Shion. Not at all. No one has been causing any trouble so lately. Rimuru. Good to know. We'll be going to the hot springs and if you like you can join us. Her eyes sparkle from joy that she getting this lovely invite from Rimuru. Shion. Really I can. I would love to Lord Rimuru. She immediately grabbed my head and putting it to her large breast as she gave me a hug, he embraced. This scene made Tiamat blood boil and had a tick mark on her forehead. She immediately pulled me away from Shion, embraced as the two were staring daggers at each other. Tiamat. Back off, he's my man. You may be his secretary but I am his wife. Shion. I am Lord Rimuru first secretary and I could do whatever I want with him and his body as I pleased. Tiamat. Damn woman. I'm not letting you trying to subduction him with your body. Diablo. Kufufufu, it seems that you're putting on quite the show but I ask you refrain yourself now first secretary Shion. Shion move her gaze at Diablo. Shion. Second secretary Diablo, stay out of this, this is none of your concern. Diablo. Why, it is my concern and I'm just being concerned for you that you might get scolded by Lord Rimuru if you keep behaving this way and you do not want to anger Lord Rimuru, don't you? She thought about it for a moment and the thought of Rimuru getting mad at her, it's something she really doesn't want to happen. She kneeled down, bowing her head to apologize to me. Shion. Please forgive my behavior Lord Rimuru. I hope you would not be mad at me how I've been acting. Rimuru. It's okay Shion, I'm not mad at you and try not to piss off Tiamat again. Shion. Sniff, am I still invited going to the hot springs with you? Rimuru. Yes you still are. Shion jumped in excitement as she was so pleased. Shion. Oh, and since you have returned, would you like for me to cook something for you to eat? Both Rimuru and Kumoko flinch at the mention of Shion's cooking as they know that her cooking is not that great and they will try to avoid the food she would made. Rimuru. No thanks, I'm good, I already ate before I came here. Veldora. Huh. Hey wait a minute Rimuru, but you didn't at. Kumoko quickly cover his mouth to shut him up. Kumoko. Hey kids, how about we go around the town shopping to buy some souvenirs? You wouldn't mind if I take the kids with me Tiamat while you and my brother go to the hot springs to release some stress? Tiamat. I wouldn't mind at all. It's been a while since I've been to the hot springs and I do really need to release some stress and I do know Rimuru will help me with that, right darling? She gave me a look of hunger and lust as I just look away with a blush and I just gave her a nod. I felt someone pulling on my shirt and I looked to see it was Trihexa. Trihexa. Hey master, I'm going to leave now. I've been invited to hang out with Mori and Gura if that's not a problem at all. Rimuru. Not at all, you can go ahead hang out with them, I'll let Zejin escort you. Short time skip. We made it at the hot springs. As we enter we were then greeted by a beautiful tall, slender, elegant woman with pale white skin and long, pale hair reaching her knees. Her eyes distinctively lacked pupils, adding to her icy design. Her body temperature runs around 0 degrees Celsius. Her hair is done up using a hairclip made of ice, resembling a snowflake, and wears a kimono adorned with snowflakes. The woman. Welcome to the Tempest Hot Springs. I am the general manager and I hope you enjoy your stay here of our lovely springs. My name is Yukio, and I am a Yuki Onna. Rimuru. Yukio, good to see you doing well. Yukio. Lord Rimuru, it is a pleasure seeing you again and you as well Lady Tiamat. Have you both come to enjoy the hot springs with your group of guests as well? Rimuru. Yes indeed. By the way, is Barakil here? Yukio. Yes, he had arrived a while ago and I brought him to the room you asked me to take him to. And he is speaking with the lady who lives on that room. The two seem to be very close with one another. This got Akeno attention, hearing that her father is here and he is alone with another woman. Akeno, why is my father here and who is this woman he is currently alone with? Rimuru, well, that you have to find out for yourself. Yukio, will you please take us to the room where Barakil is at? Yukio, as you wish. Please follow me. We began following Yukio as we were moving past different rooms. We kept walking and we began hear noises that was coming from one of the bathing room, and we look at the one that was open. Yukio, oh, it must be the slimes, they must be working very hard cleaning up the place. Akeno, did you say slimes? Rimuru, oh, you do not have to worry about the slimes you about to meet. These slimes that are working here are very different from the one we encounter at the familiar forest. Akeno, how different are they? Rimuru, you see, we walk inside the room and what we saw were a bunch of slime girls that were cleaning and scrubbing the bathing room. Akeno, these slimes, they look female. But how come the other slime we encounter before it's not like these female looking ones? Rimuru, because that slime is a subspecies that just eats woman's clothing, but these slimes, the female slimes, are actually quite very rare from their species. You don't usually find them in the wild, but I have accidentally had found them back when I was looking for a suitable place where my country would be built. The female slimes stopped what they were doing and they took notice of us, but their eyes were only focusing on one person, and that was me. Female slime, it's Mr. Slime Lord. Female slime 2, yay. Our Lord is here to see us. Female slime 3, all hail our Slime Lord. All the female slimes, Slime Lord, Slime Lord, Slime Lord, Slime Lord. They all keep on chanting and bowing their heads back and forth, repeating the same name they keep on calling me. Tiamat, I really don't understand why they keep on calling him that. Akeno, why did they call you back anyways? Rimuru, that's just something they call me ever since I first met them. I don't have a problem with them calling me Slime Lord, I just let them call me whatever they want. When I first met them they shyly get away from me every time I try to be friendly with them, but when I transform myself into a slime they all started to worship me as their Slime Lord. Since then I took them in and brought them to the hot spring as bath attendants, and they seem to be enjoying their job I gave them. Rimuru, now have all you've been behaving well and you all haven't been causing any trouble for Yukio while I was away. All the female slimes, no. We have been behaving good and doing our job just like you order us, our Lord. Rimuru, good to know. Keep doing the great work you guys, I'll probably give you a reward if you all keep doing well for working hard. Female slimes, hi. They all continue cleaning as we left them do their work. Rimuru, will you mind keeping this a secret from Issei about this? I don't want him to suddenly come here try to scare the female slimes and trying to force them to become his familiars. Akeno, don't worry, I'll keep this secret from him. Now can we go and find my father? I gave her a nod as we follow Yukio once again. We walked a little while until Yukio stopped and pointed at a door that is presumably where Barakil is at. Yukio, this is the room where Barakil is currently. Akeno was just looking at the door wondering who is her father alone with and thinking if he had a secret lover that he never told her before. She walked towards the door, turning the handle and opening the door, revealing her father in a hugging embrace with a woman. The moment Akeno saw the woman she widened her eyes as the woman that her father is with looks exactly like her. Both Barakil and the woman that looks identical to Akeno notice our presence and they look at Akeno, who stood there in pure shock still looking at the woman with disbelief in her eyes. The woman stand up and began walking towards Akeno and giving her lovely mothering embrace. Tears escaped from Akeno's eyes, not wanted to believe the woman in front of her dead mother Shuri Himahima. Akeno, this can't be real. This can't be really you. I saw you die in front of my eyes when those people attack our home. This has to be some kind of dream. Shuri, is no dream my sweet Akeno, it's really me. Look how much you have grown, you really have gotten my looks, besides your breasts are bigger than mine's, but I'm not complaining, I'm just so happy to see you again my precious. More tears escaped from Akeno as she hugged her mother tightly. Akeno, it really is you mother. But how are you even alive? Barakil, it was thanks Rimuru she is alive. Akeno look at her father then look at me. Barakil, your mother told me that he was the one who brought her back to life. I will surprise of knowing he can bring people back to life and I am happy that brought back her back to us. I really am grateful for what you have done, Rimuru, for reunited with my wife. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. Rimuru, don't mention it, Barakil. I'm just the kind of person who likes to help people in needs. Akano, Mr. Rimuru, I really think you bringing my mother back. Shuri, I also thank you as well, that I can be reunited with my husband and daughter, but I will be having a talk with Akano. From what Barakil told me, that she blames him for my death, and I can understand why she would be mad at him. Rimuru, understood. We'll leave you guys alone to solve your family issues. We left the family trio alone. We are finally relaxed in the bath as Shion was enjoying the steaming hot bath, but then noticing Tiamat and I were not there with her. Yukio had told her they were in the mixed bath together and they wished to not be disturbed, as that made Shion upset. As for Tiamat and I, we were enjoying the bath together as Tiamat was sitting on my lap and I began kissing her over her body and rubbing her stomach, happy to knowing we're going to be having another child. Unknown location. So this new country, the Jura Tempest Federation, is ruled by a dragon god who happens to be one of the members of the Octagram, the 8-star demon lords we've been hearing about. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 2. Yes, and there is also the spider goddess Kumoko who rules alongside the dragon god. Is that so? If she is there, then I want you to go to that country to find her and then kill her. Someone who appears out of nowhere calling their self spider goddess don't deserve that title, but me Elise am worthy to be called a spider goddess. Elise, now then leave my sight and don't fail this mission of yours, Rarana. Rarana, understood mistress. She was about to leave, but Elise spoke to her one last time. Elise, oh Rarana, one less thing, if you fail to kill the spider goddess you will never see your daughter again, understand? She stood there not saying anything, she only just nodded, and she made her way out of the cave where her and her people live. Rarana, damn that bitch for taking my throne as queen of the Arachne and taking my daughter Ragnaria away from me. She's obviously tried to get me killed from this mission she give me, but if I don't obey her she will kill Ragnaria. If I must, I may have to ask the spider goddess for help to save my people from that damn woman. Just you wait, Elise, you're going to pay dearly for taking everything away from me. Kumoko, ooh, yeah. Mori, modern day killers really must hate fun. More often, people talkin', lives rockin' knives and guns. The real MXR are connoisseurs in the ruins of hell. Got used to luring the audience with mo that sells, cuz to my surprise, snatchin' lives Toriyazu Kinshi. Nice try, stoppin' the other FXkin Da Vinci. Of human erasure, can't stop the pace, sir. Make sure when, standing off, my rhymes slay first. Kumoko, it doesn't matter where or when there's trouble if you just call my name, Kim Possible. Mori, dead beats, listen up. It's what you want. Me coming in the night for ya. Katni Yataru Jigoku de Hanzai Janai Kara. Kumoko, call me, beat me if you wanna reach me. Mori, base high enough to exterminate ya. You'll dance anyway, cuz it's human nature. Demo, Sono me Nantonaku Isho ni Tanoshimo. Anata no Shinu Hai maid. Kumoko, Kim here, so what's the sitch? Mori, Mushiwakenai Deizu, Yarisugimashita. Nand Keigo de Rapu Shitaru. Chato Henda. Not what you expected. Better tell you straightforward, hear you all the way in hell, slamming on your keyboard, go ahead and be sore, but I won't run. Cuz I'm a workaholic business lady getting SHXT done taking souls. Not an industry for suckers, for one, but it's a mistress of darkness as day in the sun. Mori, CALLIOPE. I really love this fake murder shots eye-opening taking words I get right off the cuff, and script my own thing, MXarter with words ain't enough. That was the past me. Kumoko, call me, beat me if you wanna reach me. When you wanna page me, it's okay, I just can't wait until I hear my cell phone ring. Mori, dead beats, listen up. It's what you want. Me coming in the night for ya. Katni Yataru Jigoku de Hanzai Janai Kara. Kumoko, call me, beat me if you wanna reach me, call me, beat me if you wanna reach me. If you wanna page me, it's okay. Mori, if you take my advice, you'll get killed by what you don't know. But inside, I'm kinda nervous and I don't know what the word is for the other side of the gap. FXXK it, Saiso. Setting out, do as I'm supposed to do, I'll get close to you. Don my ideographic comma di ejubu, if it's alright with you, could I end your life? Gomen, Shitsure shimasu ga, shin kudasai heart. Kumoko. So what's the sitch? Mori. Anata no shinu hai maid. Kumoko. Yeah. A crowd of people clap and cheering from the performance of both Kumoko and Mori. This all started from a bet Kumoko and Mori had of which of them are a better singer, and they competed, playing their favorite songs. Both Kumoko and Mori grinned at each other and they shook hands in a sign of respect for their performance of singing. Mori. Gotta say you're not a bad singer, I respect that. Kumoko. I should say the same to you as well, you were really killing it there. Mori. Thanks. You may not be truly a reaper, but I do consider you as one in my respect. We should do this again sometimes. Kumoko. I couldn't agree more. How about we keep doing so Fridays? Mori. I'm okay with Fridays. Well, see you around, Spider Goddess. Kumoko and Mori. Mori. Come on Gura, we're leaving, let's roll out. Gura. Right behind you Mori. Gura follow alongside Mori. As they left, Kumoko suddenly felt someone hugging her from behind, and as she looked who it was, she couldn't help but smile that it was her daughter Kumo. She'd pick her up in her arms and see Ragna walking towards them. Kumo. Mother, you were amazing, you sing beautiful. Kumoko. Aw, thank you my little spider princess. Your mother is an amazing singer, ain't I? Kumo. Yes you are. You're the best singer and I'm lucky to have a mother like you, you're the best. Kumoko was overwhelmed with joy and she loves her daughter so much. She felt Ragna grab her shoulder, turning to see that he gave her a smile. Ragna. Come on my popstar spider, time for us to head back home. Kumoko. Hee, I like that nickname. Alright, let's go, but once we head back home. She leaned closer to him and covering Kumo's ears. Kumoko. I'm gonna be rocking your world by tying you up in the bed, having non-stop mating until I'm satisfied. So you better be prepared my dear husband, hope you have enough energy to last longer. Ragna's entire face was all red and he won't be getting enough sleep for today or tomorrow. The family trio were planning to leave until someone was calling for Kumoko. Gabiru. Lady Kumoko. They turned to watch Gabiru running up at them as he was out of breath. Kumoko. Hey Gabiru, what's up? Is there something the matter? Gabiru. Apologies for disturbing you and your family, Lady Kumoko. But I, Gabiru Kazuma, have came here to inform you that someone wished to speak with you personally, Lady Kumoko. Kumoko. Someone wants to see me. And who is this person wants to see me in person? Gabiru. It's one of your people. A spider woman came here not long ago and she asked for your help. When he finished saying that, the spider woman that Gabiru told me made herself known, walking with her 8 spider legs coming towards us as she made a small bow and greeted us polite. Rarana. It is lovely to finally meeting you, spider goddess Kumoko. I am Rarana Arachnera, the queen of the Arachne, and I am here seeking for your help. Kumoko. Huh, you know there's something very familiar about her. Her face and spider part also seems familiar, like I have seen her from a Monster Girl anime. But I'll be thinking about that later and see what she needs my help for. Kumoko. Nice to meet you, Rarana. As you already know, I am Kumoko the spider goddess, and the two here are my family, my husband Ragna and my daughter Kumo. So what is it you need my help for? Rarana. I asked of you please help me save my people. Time skip brought to you by. I was at the living room sitting in my chair listening to Rarana's story. Apparently some spider lady named Elise took over Rarana's home and she had challenged her to take over her home back, but she lost badly and now her people, the Arachne, are now her minions. And if one disobey her, she would not hesitate to kill them. Rarana told me Elise order her to come here and kill me, and if she fails her mission Elise is going to kill Rarana's daughter. Hearing that got my blood boil. This Elise person sounds troublesome and I can understand why Rarana has hatred towards her, and I have every right to get angry as well. As a mother myself, if someone tried to threatening me saying some bullshit things that they will harm my little spider princess, I will kill those bastards no matter who they are. Rarana looks saddened, probably think about her daughter, wondering if she is alright. Kumoko. Hey Rarana, do you want me to make you some coffee for you just to cheer you up? Rarana. No thank you, as much that I love coffee I will actually get intoxicated if I drink caffeine. In other words, I could get drunk by drinking coffee. Kumoko. Seriously, I didn't know you can get drunk by just drinking coffee. Something like that never happens to me when I drink coffee, how strange. Rarana. I told you my story, and can you please assist me, spider goddess? I don't want my people being ruled by that damn woman, and I want to see my daughter again, so please, I beg of you. She lower her head and begs. I just grab her shoulder and she looked up to see I was smiling at her. Kumoko. You do not have to worry, Rarana, I will help you save the others Arachne and reunite you with your daughter. To a fellow spider mother, to another, I'll be glad on helping a fellow spider out. She had a look of hope as she couldn't help but smile. Rarana, thank you, spider goddess Kumoko, I am very grateful for you to help me. In the cave of the Arachne. Elise was sitting in her throne watching the others Arachne without any breaks. While she was watching them work, she was holding something in her hands that appears to be a purple orb. Looking at the orb, remembering the person who gave it to her. Elise, I will avenge you, my creator Lady Isis. I'll use the orb to gain stronger to kill the one responsible for your death, and I, Elise the Spider Queen, soon to be Spider Goddess, will kill those who would dare cross my path, and no one is going to stop me. She had an evil grin shown on her face as she laughed loud that made all the Arachne flinch from her evil cackle. In a small cage, a little Arachne that looks similar Rarana was crying, begging for her mother to return. Please come back, mama, I don't want to be stuck here anymore, I'm scared. I left Tempest with Rarana while Ragna will be look after Kumo. Rarana took me where she lives, near in a mountain where there is a cave entrance. Kumoko. So this is the place where you and your people live? Rarana. Yes it is, this is where me and my people live, near of these mountains. We don't usually have visitors here as we like to keep ourselves hidden from the world, away from the devils, for becoming part of their peerage, as we don't want to become their slaves. Kumoko. I see, but right now let's get to the matter of hands to deal with. Rarana. So do you got any ideas how take down Elise? I think for a moment coming up with an idea until I thought of one. Kumoko. Rarana, you said Elise ordered you to kill me, right? Rarana. Yes she did, why do you ask? Kumoko. Hee, I just thought of a perfect idea. Time skip brought to you by. Elise was growing impatiently for Rarana returning from her mission. She wonder if she might have got killed in the process, and if that was the case then she will deal with Spider Goddess herself. Just wish she was in her thoughts she was snap out from the sudden arrival of Rarana. But then she noticed Rarana was holding something in her hands, and it looks like a head of a woman she doesn't recognize. Rarana. I have returned and I have brought the head of the Spider Goddess. She showed the head of Kumoko in full view. Elise. Excellent work, Rarana. I wasn't expecting you to make it out alive, but you did, and you actually killed a Spider Goddess. Rarana. I did what I was ordered to do. Now let me see my daughter. Elise. Yes, about that you won't be seeing her. Rarana. What? Elise. Did you honestly think I was going to let you see your daughter? I was planning on getting yourself killed by sending you to face Spider Goddess. But it seemed that my plans didn't go as well as I thought, but at least the Spider Goddess is gone and I'm just going to kill you. You won't be killing anyone on my watch, bitch. Elise. Who dares to speak to me that way? Down here. Elise looks down to see the head of Kumoko as she widen her eyes that the head is alive. Elise. What? But how? You should be dead. Kumoko. Newsflash lady, I'm immortal, so what? I can't really die, also you should really watch your back right about now. Elise was confused but suddenly got it from behind, that sent her crashing to the ground. She was furious as she looked to see who hit her, and it was the body of Kumoko, but with the human half on the top and the spider part in the lower half. The body of Kumoko used the thread control, pulling the head of Kumoko away from Rarana as it put the head back in place. Kumoko. It's great to be back to my own body. Now Miss Elise, time for you to say your prayers. Hyper beam. As the dust settles, Kumoko, Rarana and the other Arachne look at the spot where Elise got blasted from the beam. They all suddenly felt a strong pressure of power that everyone fall to their knees. They all saw a new figure in black armor and 4 sharp spider legs on their back. Elise. I was lucky enough to use that orb to boost my strength. And now I feel unstoppable with this new form of mine. Kumoko. The hell, she survived my attack and her power has increased. And what does she mean by orb? Did she use something to get herself stronger? Wait, I remember my brother had told me when he fought Cao Cao he used some kind of orb that got him stronger, and could that orb be the same one Elise just used? Kumoko was too distracted in her thoughts, she did not notice Elise already appeared behind her until her dangerous senses were telling her danger, but she got slammed from behind as she began falling, but Elise appeared again and kicked Kumoko in the face, sending her crashing through the roof of the cave. Kumoko shook off from the debris as she was now outside of the mountains. Elise was floating above Kumoko looking down on her. Elise, so this is the so-called famous spider goddess Kumoko. You don't seem to be worthy of that title, instead I should be the one holding that title. Spider Queen and Spider Goddess are both titles I am truly worthy of having. You and Rarana are not worthy of having nothing but misery. Kumoko, she's a very greedy spider. Taking things for herself from others so she could be better than anyone. I hate those types of people and I'm ready to get some ass kicking from this woman. Elise raised her hand as she made a dark red energy ball to throw it at Kumoko. Elise, any last words before I end your miserable life? Kumoko could only smile as she looked up to Elise. Kumoko, actually I do. A great hero once said, when it's time to go hero, there's also a time to go, ultimate. What happens next? Kumoko's body started to glow as Elise shielded her eyes from the bright white light. When Elise looked again she saw Kumoko has changed as she has a full human body with 4 long spider legs on her back. Kumoko, meet, ultimate Kumoko. This will be the first and last you will ever see this form of mine. Time for you to lose. I'm stronger than you. Now playing Bursty Greedy Spider, full English cover. There should be a GIF or video here. Update the app now to see it. In a blinding speed Kumoko blitzed herself and sending a powerful punch at Elise's face, breaking the armor piece from her helmet as she spit off blood from her mouth. The impact from the punch really done a number on her as anger consumed Elise. She began shooting lasers from the 4 spider legs on her back. Elise, die you sorry excuse of spider goddess. Kumoko also used the spider legs on her back and shoot laser from her own. As the lasers collided with each other counter each other out. Kumoko, nice try but you're not the only one who can shoot lasers. Elise, damn it, I was supposed to be the one called a spider goddess. I wanted to have that title, but you are standing in the way for me to have it for myself. Kumoko, I missed the part where that's my problem. Elise, go to hell. Kumoko, no thanks I already been there. Elise was really getting annoyed. Elise, enough games, how about you do me a favor and just die already. Elise created several dark red energy ball and launched all of them towards Kumoko. While Kumoko had her scythe in hand using it deflecting all of the attacks that were coming at her. Using that to her advantage distracting Kumoko deflecting all the dark red energy balls, Elise made herself appear next to Kumoko and was planning to strike at her from behind but suddenly she had no control over her body as she couldn't move. Elise, what's happening to my body? Why can I not move? That's where she noticed the threads that were holding her in place. Kumoko slowly turned her head as a grin appeared from her face. The next thing that happened Kumoko changed it to spider from and Elise wasn't prepared when this happened. Kumoko, wow. You fell right through my trap. Of course, you would hook line and sinker. The way you think just plain stinks. That's why I'm always a winner. Hey, how's does it feel to lose? Loser. Oh, it must hurt your pride. Well, time to eat. That was the last straw. Elise finally snapped. A large amount of power exploded from her as she freed herself from the threads and she was now in full rage. Kumoko can only grin in excitement as she transformed back into her ultimate form. Then both she and Elise move in the speed of sound, throwing every hit at each other from inhuman speed. The other Arachne were watching the battle in awe. They were amazed seeing the strength of Kumoko and see her going toe-to-toe with Elise add more to their amazement towards her. Arachne 1. Wow. Spider Goddess is amazing, she can do things that our kind cannot do. Arachne 2. She's spectacular. There's no other words for me to describe how amazing she is. Kumoko and Elise. Kumoko seemed to have a notice Elise was getting tired and she might not last long. Kumoko, do you know if you keep this up you will probably die in exhaustion. Elise, shut up. I don't need your pity and I don't care what happens to me. What I need is for you to die by my hands. Neurotoxin. Seeing the incoming attack Kumoko had both of her eyes wide open, using all her evil eyes destroyed the attack to nothing but dust. Kumoko, it's no use. There's no way home for you to go. I think this fight has gotten long enough. Using thread manipulation to constrain Elise and making sure she doesn't break free a second time. Elise tried to break loose from the threads but it was useless, she was worn out and her magic reserves were dropping very low. Elise. No 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 no, this can't be happening to me. My dreams and my revenge for Isis has all been taken away from me, I cannot accept this. Elise. I cannot lose. I will not lose the likes of you. I am inevitable and what are you? Kumoko can only shook her head and gave her a simple answer. Kumoko. So I'm a spider, so what? I guess this is goodbye. It was nice knowing ya. Rot attack. Kumoko. I know I should have done this earlier but I wanted a bit of fun. Music end. Kumoko floated back down to the cave of the Arachne as changed back to her base form. All of the Arachne cheered for their savior, freeing them from the hands of Elise. While they were all cheering, Kumoko was looking for Rorana and she happened to have found her hugging a little girl Arachne that looks like her. Kumoko. That must be her daughter, she looks so adorable. Maybe I should introduce her to Kumo and the two of them can become great friends. Rorana. Rachnera, I miss you my little arachnid. I'm so happy nothing bad happened to you. Rachnera. I miss you too mama. I was scared being alone in that cage, I thought I will never see you again. Rorana. You're not alone anymore, I'm here now. Elise is gone and we're safe thanks to the spider goddess. Little Rachnera notice me, I walk up to them as she had a lot of curiosity. Kumoko. So this must be your daughter. She's an adorable one and she has your looks. You raise a fine child Rorana. Rorana. Thank you Kumoko, you're very kind. Say hello to her Rachnera. Rachnera walk up to me looking a bit nervous. Rachnera. Hello spider goddess, it's nice to meet you. I am Rachnera Arachnera and I wanted to say thank you for saving us from that bad lady. I could only just smile at her as I was rubbing her head, which surprised her but she didn't mind, she seems to enjoy getting a head pat. Kumoko. You're welcome little Rachnera. You remind me of my own daughter who likes getting head pats and you seem to be the same age as her. I hope you and her can become good friends. Rachnera looked up to me with a surprised look but then she gave me a cute smile. Rachnera. I would love to. Rorana. Thank you so much spider goddess Kumoko, if there's anything you need from us we will gladly accept any request from you. Kumoko. Well actually there is something I wanna ask of you. Time skip brought to you by Jura Tempest Federation at the Tempest Residence. Tiamat. Rimuru, have you already finished the invitations? Rimuru. I have. Have you also invited your mother to come over as well? Tiamat. I did. I gave her a call about Falfa and Shalsha's birthday party and since she was done with her mission at the Dragon Territory she will come and visit us tomorrow. And I almost forgot, she will be inviting an old friend of hers and who happens to be my godmother. Rimuru. Godmother. I didn't know you had one. Tiamat. Well, she used to train me when I was younger and she used to be a former ex-goddess but later stripped of her godhood after consuming a cursed liquor that a friend had given her, which led to a scandalous affair with her sister, or that's what I heard. Rimuru. Huh. For some reason that story sounds very familiar. Could her godmother be? My thoughts were interrupted as there was a knock at the door. I went ahead and opened it, revealed to be my sister. Rimuru. Hey sis, what brings you here? Kumoko. Well, I have an important announcement to announce. Rimuru. Okay, and what is it? Kumoko. I am happy to announce that I have a secretary. Rimuru. Secretary. Kumoko. That's right, you can show yourself Rorana. I notice a woman wearing a business suit but the thing that is most noticeable about her is the spider features she has. Rimuru. Wait, am I dreaming or is that Rachnera? I took a closer look and behind her that there was a little spider girl behind her. Rimuru. A little Rachnera. Rorana. Nice to finally meeting you Rimuru Tempest. I am Rorana Arachnera, the queen of the Arachne and the spider goddess secretary, and this little one behind me is my daughter Rachnera Arachnera. Rachnera. Hello sir, it's nice to meet you. Rimuru. It's nice to meet the both of you, this was an unexpected surprise. Kumoko. Yeah, and it will be more surprising when I tell you that their people the Arachne are gonna be living here in Tempest for now on. Rimuru. Okay, you really have a lot of explaining yourself sis. Kumoko. I know, and how about we come inside then help explain everything. And so I invited my sister and our two new guests inside my home as my sister Kumoko begins to explain to me what she's been up to without my knowledge. Unbeknownst location. In a forest far from the city of Kuo, a portal suddenly appeared. It came out someone who happens to be a male teen as he looks confused where he was at. Where the hell am I? Where did that teleportation magic took me to? Hey Dire Miralis, wake up you lazy dragon, do you have any idea where we are? A voice was heard in the mind of the teen. Dire Miralis, Roan you idiot, do you realize what you've done? Roan, what, I just teleport myself to some unknown location. I was wondering if you know where we are. Dire Miralis, you really have no idea that you just use a dimensional travel technique and we are in a parallel world that is similar to ours. Roan, dimensional travel. I didn't even know I can do that. Dire Miralis, no you fool. The dimensional travel technique, it's my technique and you somehow managed to use it by accident. Roan, oh. So we're basically stuck in this parallel world. Dire Miralis, that's right, your friends and even your mate don't exist in this world. The mention about his lover made him go wide-eyed. Roan, why you mean Mizor doesn't exist in this world? Dire Miralis, unfortunately yes. I'm sorry partner. He fall to his knees, didn't want to believe the facts. Roan, no, I can't be in a world without her. I need to find someone who can help me take me back to my own dimension. There's gonna be someone in this parallel world who can help me, but who can I go for help? If you want someone for help, I may know someone who can return you back home. Looking up from the trees, seeing it was Melona as she jumps down to the ground. Roan took a fighting stance, not letting his guard down. Dire Miralis, be on guard partner, we don't know what this woman is capable of. Roan, yeah, if she proves to be troublesome I'll go to balance breaker just in case. Melona, you don't have to be hostile towards me, I don't bite. Roan, yeah but I don't seem to trust you. Melona, but you should. Roan, and why should I? I hope you're not those type of woman going after my body, and I'm sorry to say but I'm already in a relationship with someone else and she's not the type to share. Melona, oh you do not have to worry pretty boy, this body of mine belongs to another. Roan, well that's good to know, and also you did say you know someone who can help me return me back in my own world. You seem to be aware I am from a parallel world similar to this one but with a few different characters. Melona, yes I am aware of the other worlds thanks to a certain witch. And for your other answer, I knew of the person who has the power return you back home, his name is Rimuru Tempest, the Void Dragon God. Roan, Void Dragon God. I thought there were only 2 dragon gods. Or was it 3? Does Trihexa count as one? But this is a parallel world and this dragon god could help me return me back home. Melona, by the way my name is Melona. I am an assassin and former aide to the Swamp Witch and the Witch of the Mirrors. And would you might tell me who you are? Roan, right, sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Roan Miura and where I'm from I'm known as the Magma Dragon Emperor and the leader of the Kaiser Heroes.